أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من اللعين الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الحمد لله مالك الملك مجري الفلك مسخر الرياح فالق الإصباح ذي الجلال والإكرام والفضل والإنعام الذي بعد فلا يرى وقرب فشهد النجوى تبارك وتعالى، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا وحبيب قلوبنا وشفيع ذنوبنا أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد صلى الله عليه وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين الذين أذهب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا. فسيما بقية الله في الأراضين أرواحنا لتراب مقدمه الفداء. My dear elders, brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum jami'an wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. In the context of this beautiful occasion related to the sixth Imam, Imam Ja'far Muhammad al-Sadiq alayhi salam, and as we also celebrate the birthday anniversary of one of the greatest ladies in Islam, the Sakina salawatullah salamu alayha, we extend our salutations and tabrikat to the Imam of our time and to all mu'minun, praying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless this occasion for us and to grant us tawfiq to benefit from it. Secondly, in relation to this occasion, and because it's related to the Sufra of Al-Imam al-Sadiq alayhi salam, I wish to discuss, albeit in brief, about sustenance, about rizq, the meaning of rizq, the causes of rizq, the expansion of rizq, as well as its restriction and constraint. This is particularly important in such days when most people face a lot of hardships in seeking their livelihoods. We need to reflect on this topic from Islamic point of view to try and understand it, because it has an effect on how we may carry out our activities and how we can also relate to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and may affect our faith in some way or another. So let me begin with a reflection on the meaning of rizq. When we look into the Islamic traditions, we find that rizq, sustenance, is anything that is provided by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for His creatures. It might be something spiritual, it might be something material. It is more than what some people think of what we gain and we use in our daily life. It's anything that is provided by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It could be in form of knowledge, it could be in form of wisdom, it could be the position that a person gets, it could be the kind of relationship one has with others, it could be in terms of love and kindness and mercy, in many forms, risk can come to a human being. Therefore, when we talk of risk, sustenance, it's a provision that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made it possible for people to earn and to benefit from it. It is important to know that risk is divided into two major categories. There is that risk that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has provided freely for everybody. And everyone can earn it, can benefit from it. This is general risk that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala provides for all creatures. The air that we breathe, the sun we benefit from, the kind of nabata, the crops that are found on earth, and many things that are freely provided by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and everyone can benefit from it. And then there is risk that one has to run after it, has to look for it. It comes with an effort. It's not provided freely. You have to earn it. You have to search for it. Though it is decreed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but still it's hidden from us. As we read in dua, or the dua after namaz Isha, we say we do not have a clue of where this is coming from. In whose hands is this risk? Is it in the skies or in the land or is it in the sea? On whose hand and how is it going to come? All the causes and all the asbab are in the hands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But we have to still look for it and we have to try and earn it. It's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who sustains everything, who provides for everything, since He is the creator. So nothing comes from any other source other than Him. When we look at the Holy Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us that He is the one who provides risk for whomsoever He wants, and He can restrain it as well from anyone. So He says in Surah Al-Ankabut, Allahu yabsutu rizqa liman yasha. So Allah provides sustenance for whomsoever He wants. Min ibadihi, from among His servants, وَيَقْدِرُ, and He restricts. He may stop certain people to earn certain types of arzaq. Inna Allah bi kulli shay'in alim. It's particularly important to know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is cognizant of everything. He's aware of everything. So He knows our hajat. He knows our needs. He knows our situations. And therefore, nothing is hidden from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Inna Allah bi kulli shay'in alim. He is the creator of everything, therefore He knows everything. And in another surah, He tells us in Surah Al-Zukhruf, ayah number 32, Ahum yuqsimuna rahmat Allah. Are they the ones who divide the mercies of Allah? Ahum yuqsimuna rahmat rabbik. Nahnu qassamna baynahum ma'ishatahum. We are the ones who divided the livelihood among them. So we have allocated every portion to every individual. In hayat dunya, in the life of this world. وَرَفَعْنَا بَعْضَهُمْ فَوْقَ بَعْضٍ دَرَجَاتٍ. And we have raised some of them on top of the others. Means that risk is not given at the same level. Not given equally. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given some more than He has given to the others. Why so? لِيَتَّخِذَ بَعْضُهُمْ بَعْضًا سُخْرِيًّا. This is for their life to be manageable, for their life to be stable. If they were equal in everything, then they would not manage their lives. It's a system created by the wisdom of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that they needed to be different in their arzaq, in their sustenance, so that they can benefit from one another. يَتَّخِذَ بَعْضُهُمْ بَعْضًا سُخْرِيًّا, so they can use one another. وَرَحْمَةُ رَبِّكَ خَيْرٌ مِمَّا يَجْمَعُونَ. At the end, the rahmah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the end of everyone, which lies in the hands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is better than what they are collecting. Therefore, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this world has provided means of sustenance, and He has made it not equal among the people for the wisdom of running the affairs of the universe and the creation. Now it's important for us to realize that while Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who provides this risk, that He has created a system through which every individual can earn from what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has provided. So it is not that it is decreed and it comes down to every individual in the way, in the portion that it has been decided. And therefore, there would be no need for anyone to work or to engage in an effort to earn something. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created risk, but at the same time He has made it in such a way that it's governed by the system, the natural laws that He has provided in this world. This could be referred to as the sunnah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, sunnah Allah fi khalqi. So if a person yearns to earn anything from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, from what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has provided, then he has to follow the system. He has to work for it. He has to go and search for it. This is why you find that a number of ayat, as well as riwayat, emphasize on seeking fadila, seeking favor from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, working hard and asking for, trying to find a rizqul halal. Just few of these. The Holy Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam says, Al-ibadah sab'una juz'an afdaluha talabul halal. That ibadah, the worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is divided into 70 parts. The best of these 70 parts is talabul halal, is seeking the lawful provision, lawful sustenance. Talabul halal. In another hadith, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, Tuba liman iktasaba min al-mu'minina malan min ghayri ma'asiyah. So it's like, congratulations to a person who earned a livelihood without disobeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Tuba means that paradise belongs to that person who works hard to earn something without doing ma'asiyah, without doing anything that is haram. Another hadith says, Man bata kalan min talabil halal, whoever sleeps tired out of working hard to earn halal, bata maghfuran lahu. He sleeps while he is forgiven. This is the importance of seeking rizq. And you see in the Holy Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Al-Jumu'ah, for example, says, فَإِذَا قُضِيَتِ الصَّلَاةِ فَانْتَشِرُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ. When the prayers are over, then scatter in the earth to ask and to find the fadilah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. لِتَبْتَغُوا مِنْ فَضْلِ اللَّهِ, so that you can seek and earn the favors of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Sometimes people work hard or try to earn a living, but they find it difficult. Some materialistic people will consider that this is only due to materialistic reasons. So they weigh things on the scale of material things. He did not have enough means, or he did not have enough skills, or he did not use the proper ways, he did not plan well, and all that. Or everything is returned to material reasons. But when you look into the riwayat, everything is not weighed on the scale of material. There are spiritual reasons for the expansion of rizq, perhaps more than the material causes. which one needs to pay attention to. And this is a fact that you will live with when you go through experience of certain people. And you see how spirituality may also affect on how a person earns and how a person lives in this life. So a number of things that we need to pay attention to if we want to expand our means of living and to gain more risk from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whichever form of risk. Be it peace of the heart, be it wisdom, be it anything that we want to earn from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and to get our life good, to have a good life. There are a number of things which I'll just mention very quickly because of the time. One of the causes for expansion of risk is love and care among the family members. When there is no harmony, when there is no peace, when the members of one family are quarreling and they are not relating well to each other, that affects their means of sustenance. And especially when dhulm is done to some people. When a husband, for example, does dhulm to his wife, and someone deprives another one the right, that could be the reason for the restraint of risk. So certain things are taken away, barakah is taken away. Doesn't matter, one may earn something, but he has no barakah in it, there's no blessing in it. There is no joy in whatever one earns. He doesn't benefit from it. Because of what goes around in the family. If there is no love and care. Al-Imam As-Sadiq salawatullah salamu alayhi says, Man hasuna birruhu bi ahli baytihi zida fi rizqi. If a person relates well to his family, he does good to them, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increases his means of life. Is that he treats them well. He doesn't deny them the basics. He gives them whatever is possible for him to give. He expands for them. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives to him also. And he recited this verse, الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَلَمْ يَلْبِسُوا إِيمَانَهُمْ بِظُلْمٍ أُولَٰئِكَ لَهُمُ الْأَمْنُ. You want to have peace, you want to have comfort in your heart, don't do dhulm to others. Those who believe, the ayah says, those who believed and they did not clothe themselves with dhulm, means that when you do dhulm, when you do injustice to other people, when you oppress other people, you are like wearing a garment of dhulm. And then you deny yourself the source of peace and tranquility. Number 2 is empathy with a brother for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Helping one another. Trying to extend your hand to those who are not provided with, those who are not privileged the way you are. Muwasatul akh, in the hadith says, Muwasatul akh fillah, when you extend your hand to another brother for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, tazidu fi rizq. Allah provides you more. Allah gives you more. Keeping the trust and not betraying it. Al-amana. These are all spiritual reasons for the expansion of risk. One may be tempted to do khiyana because he has been put in a difficult situation. One must remember this, that al-amana tajlibu risk, when you are trustworthy, when you are doing your business and you are the person who is observing this trustworthiness, this will attract risk for you. Wal-khiyanatu tajlibu al-faqr. In the same way, being treacherous, being untrustworthy, it will bring faqr to you. So this is one of the reasons that al-amana, keeping the amana. Wishing and praying good for other people. When a person wishes good for others, prays for them, and asks Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to sustain them, to increase their means of livelihood, to remove their problems, that becomes a source of the provisions from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah blesses that. When you pray for your own brother from your heart, that means that when you look at other people and that you ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala some good things for them, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives you more. In fact, if you want the good trick for getting quick rizq is to pray for others, don't pray for yourself. Ask for others. Before you ask for yourself, you will get it more than what you're asking for yourself. Maintaining of cleanliness and trying to be on wudu. This is a means of attracting rizq for yourself. It's a spiritual reason. Maybe when you mention this to other people who are materialistic in that sense that everything is material, they may not see the sense of it. How wudu is going to give me rizq. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made such things to be the causes of good things in our lives. And it's mentioned in the riwayat that adim taharat, keep and maintain cleanness and taharat, yadmu alayka rizq. The rizq will flow, will come to you. Any wise person, any mu'min cannot afford to lose this one out. 6, giving of sadaqah, charity. Sadaqah is one of the powerful means of expanding one's rizq. When you are in distress, when you are in difficulties, for any problem, any bala, giving sadaqah is one of those means of expanding your own rizq. And people who have tried this can testify that truly sadaqah is one of those powerful means that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has provided for us to earn rizq. Al-Imam Amir al-Mu'minin salawatullahi salamu alayhi is reported to have said, Istanzilu al-rizq bis-sadaqah. You want to bring down the rizq from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Give charity. Feed a poor person, help a weak one, try to assist a yatim. All those people who are in need, try to give something. You will attract rizq from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In another hadith, إِذَا أَمْلَقْتُمْ, when you are distressed, when you are facing hardships, maybe in your business, maybe generally in your life, إِذَا أَمْلَقْتُمْ فَتَاجِرُوا اللَّهِ بِالصَّدَقَةِ. Your way out is try to give something. That little that you have, try to share it with other people. You will see that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opens the ways for you. That is the best method of asking for rizq. And of course, one of the most important spiritual causes for rizq is istighfar. We are in the month of istighfar, the month of Rajab. When you are facing some hardships, when you are in trouble, when means have been closed down, you don't see the way out. The best way out is to return to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. To engage in istighfar. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Holy Quran says, فَقُلْتُ اسْتَغْفِرُوا رَبَّكُمْ إِنَّهُ كَانَ غَفَّارًا يُرْسِلِ السَّمَاءَ عَلَيْكُمْ مِدْرَارًا وَيُمْدِدُكُمْ بِأَمْوَالٍ وَبَنِينَ وَيَجْعَلْ لَكُمْ جَنَّاتٍ وَيَجْعَلْ لَكُمْ أَنْهَارًا. So he said, ask for forgiveness, you'll see mercy and blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala pouring down on you in different ways. وَمَنْ يَتَّقِ اللَّهَ يَجْعَلْ لَهُ مَخْرَجًا وَيَرْزُقْهُ مِنْ حَيْثُ لَا يَحْتَسِبُ. When you are a person who turns to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and seeks help from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah provides you with that. And of course, there are a number of du'as that we are advised to recite. One of the best du'as that guarantees for us the rizq is the dua after Isha. As scholars say, this dua, some people when they ask, which kind of dua do I recite for the rizq? The best dua is this dua after Isha prayer. اللهم إنه ليس لي علم بموضع رزقي وإنما أطلبه بخطرات تخطر على قلبي فأجول في طلب البلدان. So I will seek risk from every corner, from every part. لا أدري أفي سهل أم في السماء بر أم في بحر. Where is it coming from? على يدي من ومن قبل من. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you are the means, you are the source, you are the cause. Provide this for us. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that ask from Allah, ask Him of His fadil, of His favors, and He will provide it for you. Quickly, number of things that restrain risk for us. Number one is wastage and being extravagant. Israf. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala provides you with means of provision, when you have a good livelihood, do not send it away by doing israf. Amirul Mu'minin sallallahu alayhi says, Inna ma'al israfi qillatul barakah. When you are extravagant, when you misuse the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you send away barakah. There's less barakah in it. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, la yuhibbul musrifin. Allah does not like those who do israf. It's very important to train the young ones, the children, who have no clue of where this is coming from, who do not think of the sweat of other people. You know, when a piece of bread, when you throw a piece of bread into dustbin or into the waste, you should remember that farmer who woke up very early in the morning, he went to the farm, he had to plant the wheat, he had to water it, he had to take care of it. It has to go that process until it became flour, and it was baked, and it became barakah, ni'mah, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sustained it with. But some people will just throw it away without realizing that it has taken this effort, it has taken this energy until it comes. Not just your money that has brought this. If there was no that farmer, there was no that blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala of the rain and all that, you would not have got it. So we have to teach the children, the young ones, to understand the barakah of it. Some old days, some scholars narrated these stories. There were times when a person wanted to write something, he would look for a piece of charcoal, so he can write some notes, so that he can maintain and keep it. Now, how many pens do we waste? We just use a little bit of it and it's thrown away. Or a piece of paper, exercise books are wasted and thrown away, and it's not finished. In some of those days, you had to cut that small exercise book into pieces, and you have to make sure that it is completely finished before you get another one. Nowadays, how is it? How is it being taken? The israf. This is taken for granted, and sometimes people think there is too much for us. It's not going to end. Like it happened to the people of Yemen at one time, when they had so much blessings that they ended up using the bread to wipe the dirty of their children. And they were warned about it. It came a time when they needed those things, because now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala turned it against them. It's very important one pays attention to this. Israf should be avoided. Of course, with that is poor management of the resources, not being moderate. As in hadith, ضَمِنْتُ لِمَنْ اقْتَصَدَ أَنْ لَا يَفْتَقِرْ. Imam says that I guarantee that if you are moderate in your livelihood, in your spending, you will not become poor. He says that. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, وَالَّذِينَ إِذَا أَنْفَقُوا in Surah Al-Furqan, those when they spend, لَمْ يُسْرِفُوا وَلَمْ يَقْتُرُوا. They are not extravagant, they are not stingy. وَكَانَ بَيْنَ ذَلِكَ قَوَامًا. They are moderate in their spending. This is teaching for us that we need to remember. Committing of sins takes away rahmah, takes away blessings, makes us suffer more. And it causes more troubles for us. And lastly, not working hard, not doing enough ijtihad in earning. Al-Imam Sadiq alayhi salam, and I'll finish with this hadith because of the time, he says, Salawatullahi salamu alayhi, Salah ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Arba'atun la yustajab lahum du'a. So, 4 people, and I will mention only one, their du'as are not answered. You'll be praying, asking, but your dua is not answered. One of these person that his dua is not answered, رجل جالس في بيته يقول يا رب ارزقني. A man sitting in his house saying, oh Allah, sustain me. فيقول له ألم أمرك بالطلب. He will tell him, did I not ask you to work so that you seek sustenance, so that you have to look for it? You have to work. And Imam Sadiq alayhi salam says, give salams to your companions and tell them this, to be fearful of Allah and to work hard. And that when they pray Fajr, they should go out early to seek rizq. These are some of the golden teachings of our Aimma alayhi salam. And we pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that in such occasion where we relate to Imam Ja'far Muhammad al-Sadiq alayhi salam, that that our means of sustenance and our provisions are expanded, and that we benefit and enjoy from the rizq that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala provides for us, and that it becomes a means for our eternal abode in the hereafter. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless all of us in this application. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
एक्चुअली मैंने प्लान नहीं किया था बात करने के लिए, मैंने इमरती को पूछा इजाजत है कुछ दो चीजें बोलो। السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Sorry to hear you that and Sheikh was at that time, and the question was that this is Islamic, not Islamic, is it cultural or whatever it was. And that time they gave an answer, and I feel it is important. Alhamdulillah, they were very good attendance. It's a good opportunity to just remind us what his answer was. Basically, any